What if I told you that every single purchasing decision you have ever made in your entire life was influenced by psychology long before you ever consciously realized that you even wanted something? That sounds a little unsettling at first, right? But here's the thing. Understanding exactly how that process works is not about manipulation. It is about connection, and it is about trust. And today, we're going to break down the foundational psychology behind marketing in a way that actually helps you, whether you are a business owner, a consumer, or just someone who wants to understand the invisible forces shaping your daily choices. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you will never look at an advertisement, a storefront, or even a simple conversation about a product the same way again. Let us start with something fundamental. Human beings are not the purely rational decision makers we like to believe we are. We tell ourselves stories, we make emotional choices first, and then work backwards to justify them with logic. This is not a flaw in human nature. This is literally how our brains evolved to operate efficiently in a complex world. And marketing psychology, at its ethical core, is simply the practice of understanding how people genuinely think and feel so you can serve them better. Now, before we go any further, I want to be crystal clear about something because it matters enormously. There is a significant difference between using psychology to generally help people find solutions that serve their needs and using psychology to manipulate people into choices that benefit only you. Everything we discuss today sits firmly on the ethical side of that line, because the truth is, manipulation might generate short-term results, but it absolutely destroys long-term trust. And trust is the single most valuable currency in any relationship, professional or personal. So let us talk about the first and perhaps most powerful concept in marketing psychology: reciprocity. This is one of the oldest social mechanisms in human history. When someone does something kind for us, we feel a natural, almost automatic pull to return the gesture. Think about the last time someone gave you a genuine, unexpected gift or provided you with genuinely useful, free information. You probably felt warmly toward that person. You probably thought about them more positively. You may have even looked for ways to support them. That feeling is reciprocity in action, and it runs incredibly deep in the human psyche. When businesses provide real, substantial value before asking for anything in return, they are activating this deeply wired social instinct. Free educational content, helpful guides, genuine advice, these are not tricks. These are genuine acts of giving that naturally build goodwill. The ethical application here is simple. Give first, give genuinely, and give without strings attached. When you operate from that place, the reciprocity that follows is not manipulation. It is the natural human response to generosity. Now let us layer in something equally fascinating: social proof. We are profoundly social creatures, and we are constantly, often unconsciously, scanning our environment for signals about what the right choice is in any given situation. When we are uncertain, we look to what other people are doing. This is why reviews matter so much, why testimonials carry such weight, why we feel more confident entering a busy restaurant than an empty one. Think about a moment when you were first deciding between two unfamiliar options and you chose the one with more positive feedback from others. You were not being irrational, you were being deeply human. You were using available social data to reduce uncertainty and make a safer choice. Ethical social proof means collecting and sharing genuine feedback from real people who genuinely benefited. It means not manufacturing fake reviews or cherry-picking misleading testimonials. It means letting authentic human voices tell an honest story. Here is where it gets really interesting from a psychological standpoint. Our brains are wired for pattern recognition and meaning making. We do not just process information neutrally. We process it through filters of emotion, personal identity, and past experience. This is where the concept of emotional resonance becomes so important in ethical marketing. When communication speaks to real emotions, real struggles, real aspirations, something shifts. People do not feel sold to. They feel understood. And feeling understood is one of the most powerful human experiences there is. Think about the last time someone truly articulated exactly how you were feeling about a problem that you had been struggling with. Remember that almost physical sense of relief? That sense of connection? That is what genuine emotional resonance creates. The key word here is genuine. Ethical emotional marketing means understanding your audience's real experiences deeply enough to reflect them accurately. It means not manufacturing false fears, not exaggerating problems, and absolutely not exploiting vulnerabilities. It means speaking honestly to real human experiences and offering real pathways forward. Let us talk about something else that shapes decision-making in fascinating ways: the psychology of scarcity and urgency. Our brains assign higher value to things that are rare or time-limited. This is actually a sensible evolutionary adaptation. Resources that were scarce in our ancestral environment genuinely needed to be prioritized. The challenge in modern marketing is that this instinct can be triggered artificially, and that is where ethics become crucial. Honest scarcity means communicating genuine limitations truthfully. If a workshop only has 20 spots because you genuinely cannot serve more people effectively than that, then communicating that reality is not manipulation. It is honest information that helps people make timely decisions that are actually in their interest. Manufactured false scarcity, on the other hand, fake countdown timers, artificially limited availability, these are trust-destroying tactics that ultimately harm everyone involved. The ethical line here is always truth. If the limitation is real, sharing it is a service. If it's invented, it is a deception. Now, I want to introduce you to one of the most psychologically rich concepts in this whole space: identity and belonging. Human beings have a profound, deep-seated need to belong, to feel connected to communities and groups that reflect who they are or who they aspire to be. When a brand or a message aligns genuinely with someone's values and identity, the psychological pull is extraordinarily strong. This is why the most resonant marketing is rarely about products at all. It is about shared values, shared visions, and shared ways of seeing the world. When someone encounters a brand whose principles genuinely mirror their own, something clicks at a level far deeper than conscious reasoning. They feel seen. They feel part of something. And that feeling of belonging is incredibly powerful in shaping loyalty and trust over time. The ethical application here is authentic value alignment. It means standing for something real, communicating it honestly, and genuinely walking the walk. People have finely tuned authenticity detectors. Performed values without genuine substance get sniffed out quickly, and the backlash when that happens is severe. True alignment between stated values and actual behavior is both ethically necessary and psychologically the most effective long-term strategy. Let us also address the psychology of clarity and cognitive ease. Our brains have limited processing energy, and we naturally gravitate towards things that are easier to understand. When information is presented clearly, simply, and in an organized way, we perceive it as more trustworthy and more credible. Complexity and confusion trigger uncertainty and resistance. This psychological reality has a deeply practical implication for ethical communication. Making your message genuinely clear is not dumbing it down. It is respecting your audience's time and cognitive resources. It is removing unnecessary friction between someone and the information or solution they actually need. When you simplify, not to mislead, but to clarify, you are doing something genuinely valuable. There is another principle worth sitting with before we wrap up today: the power of consistency and commitment. Once we make a small commitment to something, we are psychologically motivated to remain consistent with that commitment. This is why first steps matter so much in building relationships. When someone takes a small positive action, even subscribing to a channel, downloading a free resource, or engaging with helpful content, they are beginning to see themselves as someone who values what you offer. Ethical application means inviting genuine, low-pressure first steps. And that means giving people real value at every stage, never locking people into commitments that they did not fully understand. Consistency here is about showing up reliably and delivering on every promise you make, so that each small commitment leads naturally to a relationship built on demonstrated integrity. So let us bring this full circle. Marketing psychology is not inherently dark or manipulative. At its best, it is the deep, thoughtful study of how human beings think, feel, and connect, and this is applied in service of genuinely helping people to find what they actually need. Reciprocity, social proof, emotional resonance, honest urgency, identity and belonging, cognitive clarity, and consistent integrity. These are the building blocks of a psychology of marketing that builds real trust and real relationships over time. The businesses and communicators who will genuinely thrive long-term are those who understand that their audience's well-being and their own success are not competing interests. They are the same interest. And when you truly serve people, when you understand them deeply and help them honestly, trust follows naturally. And trust, built on genuine understanding and genuine care, is the foundation of every meaningful and lasting connection ever made.